Hey. For anyone who joins, hi, I'm Paul. This is live and we are back testing a 20 SMA, simple SMA strategy with a negative risk to reward. It is a profitable strategy in the London session trading the NQ futures. In fact, it's the micro futures, so it's MMQ. So I'm going to take you through, my testing. I'll just show you where we're at with this. So I've already tested this before. We have started the testing. I'll show you the analytics. Maybe I'll make this screen, share my screen with you. Make that a bit bigger. Well, I'll show you this one. This is the London, and then we'll just do some testing. So this is the London session trading a negative risk to reward strategy. Hang on a minute. I'm on the wrong one here. Let me just get on the right one. What am I talking about? What did I do? I don't know what I've done here, but I took a trade earlier, and for some reason, I've taken a massive profit. I just didn't notice when I did that. Let me have a look. Let's go and have a look at the session. Figure out my shit. Let's have a look. What have I been doing here? What's been going on? This is a 5-minute chart. NQ. And what did I do? Closed positions. How did I make 12 grand? It was a sell. 18,974. It went to 18,974. I made 5 points. That was the whole point. Fuck. Why did I do that? Somehow I used way too many contracts. How did that even happen? How did I use 1,268 contracts? Oh well, I may have to just delete those. It's not about the account balance. It's all about the risk, the risk to reward and the win rate. So I'm not too concerned about the account balance right now. Okay, so this strategy, let me explain it. And I'll put some information down on the screen here. Let's do an anchored text so we can make sure it stays still. And I need to make it bigger and white. So the rules of this strategy are so Dennis Anthony White, he trades this using the 5 SMA on the daily chart. I'm not doing that. I'm just trading, if it's below the 200 SMA or smooth SMA, I am trading short. If it's above, I'm trading long. As simple as that on the 5-minute chart. So for me, rule number 1, if price is above 200 SMA, long. Below equals short. Okay. 2, entry at, we're thinking short here, the low of the wick. So it's a sell short, sell stop. For longs, or high of wick for longs, yeah? 3, we're going for TP of 5 points, fixed, stop loss of 20 points, okay? Enter only when candle has traded above or below, has crossed and closed over the SMA, 20 SMA. Okay, that's it. So the trade has to cross and close over the SMA. We then enter a sell. So if it's a short, we'll enter a sell stop. If it's a long, it'll be a buy stop. And we're aiming for 5 points. This is a momentum strategy. This strategy is meant for just continuation of candles. And the win rate is exceptionally high so far. Excuse me. So far, the win rate is at 85%. But I've only done 42 trades. So my goal is to do at least 100, maybe 200 trades. And we'll see where this goes. So I'll leave those rules up there. What else is there? Any others? The only other one I would say is cancel trade if no execution after 3 to 5 candles. Yeah, so if it hasn't executed after maybe 15 minutes, I am going to cancel the trade. I'm only going to do about 10 or 15 on this live, and I'll do another live, and I'll just continue doing lives until this strategy is finished with. So I think we'll just continue on. So here we are, it's 9:50. We've had a cross below. I didn't trade this one because it was a 9:45 candle. I know I did. I actually traded that one, so we won't do that one. We'll move on to the next. So let's just move on. This is the New York session. So I'm below, currently we're below the 200. So I'm going to be looking for shorts. So we need price to go above the 200 first, sorry, above the 20, like this. And then if it closes back below the 20, I will enter like that. So we have a close below. Let's make this nice and big for you guys. We've got a close below the 20 SMA. So I'm entering a short at the low of the wick. And the order will be 20 points stop loss, 5 points take profit. I know that feels very uncomfortable, but that's what we're doing. Like it or not. So, okay, this is what went wrong before. I did 50% of my account. No, we're not going for 50%. We're going for 0.5% of the account. That's better. Okay. Before I entered 50% of the account as risk. So I just did 2 massive trades. Unfortunately, they were both winners. So I'll have to take that into account when I'm counting up the profit at the end. But either way, here we go. All right. So we haven't been tagged in yet. Still not tagged in. It's been about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay. So we went to about 35 minutes there. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles. So I went over a little bit. I think that this might be a discretional rule because I felt like price wanted to come around. If you see these wicks here, a lot of rejection, suggesting that price is coming down. So I felt I just wanted to stay in and see what happens, and it broke down below. So that was a winner. Let's go to the next day. Okay, so we're still below the 200. So we're still looking for shorts. Looking for a breakdown below the 20. So if the price, not just price above the 200, but the 20 SMA needs to be up above the 200 as well for me to go long. So if it's still below, hasn't quite broken below yet. So let's see what happens. There we go. So we've got a break below, although I don't like the fact that it's up around the 200. That's a little bit choppy, but the trade is it's broken below and it's closed below the 20. I'm taking it and it's underneath the 200. So here we go. Make this a bit bigger for you guys. There we go. Let's see what happens. So that's my entry. I might even pull that up a little closer. Let's pull that up just a bit closer. So we're 11 points. There we go. Just 1/4 of a point below. And that'll be, so let's make sure it's a 5-point stop and a 20-point stop and a 5-point profit. There we go. And see what happens. No clip in yet, and it breaks in, and that's a win. All right, let's do another one. Let's try another one on this day. It's 2 in the afternoon. I think I'll be moving on to the next day. Okay, so I've had a big breakdown. Price is actually, the SMA is actually above the 200. The 20 is above the 200. So we'll actually be looking for longs at the moment. See what happens. All right, so we've got a break above, so that's a long. And 5 points to profit, 20-point loss. Risking 0.5%. I don't know why these are so. There we go. And let's see what happens with that one. Ooh, what happened there? Did that break down and then straight up, or did we get chopped about? That's a profit. So it must have just wicked down and then broken straight up through our order. Let's try another one today. So it's still New York AM session. Now I'm only going to trade if there's a break. If price has been trading below the 20 and then breaks above, that's when I'm taking the trade. I'm not going to take a trade that's wicked first, because that would put me all the way up here. I don't want to do that. This is a momentum from a break of the 20. So let's just wait and see. Price drops back below. Nope, just a wick. We haven't had any closes below and then back up above. There's one. So we've had a break below, not much trading below, but we haven't had a break above and a close. So I'm just going to take that trade. Again, 5-point profit for a 20-point loss. Just going to fix this. What are we doing here? Let's just save as 5. Right. Let's set up the trade and see what happens. Again, wick down, bounce back up. That's a profit. There's 2 in a day. I'm happy to move on to the next day. Next. Prices and 200 SMA, so 20 SMA is above the 200. So we're looking for price to break back above. Here we go. Buy stop. Hasn't clicked in yet. Still no trade. Breaks above. That's a profit. What time is it? It's 10:30. Let's see if there's another one. And so we've got a breakdown below. That's actually traded below though. That's trading below now. So let's see if we get a break back above and a close. Nope, off it goes. Look, we're changing direction now, but heading down. Found its trend for the day. Now into the afternoon. Let's move on to the next day. No more trades. So we're trading now. 20 SMA is now below the 200. So I'm only going to take shorts. So we need a break down below the 20. Let's see what happens. Now the 20 is now above the 200. So we're looking for longs. Nice momentum there. Let's look for a breakdown below. Nice strong break below would be good. Oh, I missed it. I missed that trade. So that would have been from there. Let's see what that would have done. Yep, so that would have been a winner because it didn't hit the stop loss. It just went straight up above, but I'm not going to take the risk of seeing if I can get into that one. I just have to take that as a missed trade. It would have been, the next one would have been a loser. So that's quite good not to do that. It's in the afternoon now, so let's move on to the next day. So we're looking for a break back above the 20, which we get. We're only just. I'm not that happy with that. It's pretty, I'm not happy with that trade. I don't think I want to take that. It's just not broken strongly. It's quite a lot underneath the 20. Yeah, that may have been a loss. So better to move on to the next one. That's a bit of a stronger break, so let's just go with that one. I try not to be too discretional in this, try not to use my brain too much, really just follow the rules. But sometimes you just have to follow your gut instinct, you know? Sometimes you got to follow your gut. And that sometimes doesn't work either. All right, let's see. No clip in yet. 20 minute, 25, 30, 35. No, I don't like that. I think I'm going to close that trade. Let's move on for another one. Go the next day. Didn't want to just wait and see, so I'm just going to move on to the next day. Still trading above. Sorry, still the 20 SMA is still above. Again, that's a really, really tight close. I'm not going to take it. It would have been a winner, but that's fine. That's a close above, so I'll take that one. It's a much more convincing close. That's a win. Let's see if we can get another one today. Oof, big, strong breakdown. I like those because sometimes it just breaks down to collect stops. It breaks down to get that down to a discount price, and then it starts to move back up. So we're looking for a nice break above. That's good. Some good momentum. If we can continue that momentum on this trade, then we're in for another winner. Let's see. Yep, that's another winner. Let's go the next day. Trading above the 200 at the moment. 200. The 20 SMA is also above the 200. Just waiting now for price to drop down below the 20. It's a very bullish day. It just keeps on going. Some days it just keeps on going. Here we go, getting a bit of a breakdown now, consolidation. Probably get a nice dump. No, wants to keep going. We're going to get a drop now, probably to take some of these lows out maybe. Let's see. It's 3:30. We're over to the next day, so let's just move on to the next New York session. No trade. So we've dropped below the 20, but we're still above the 200. So I'm looking for longs. There we go, break above. Although it's looking pretty bearish, to be honest, but let's see. So we're looking for a long order. That's a win. Let's see if the 20 wants to. Oh, that was another one there, but a bit tricky because it didn't really trade below, and it actually would have been a loss. I reckon that would have been a loss. Well, who knows? I'm not going to take it, but let's just see what would have happened. That would have been a win. Never mind. Next time. Where are we at? Let's go to the next day. So hopefully you can see this is a pretty simple strategy. I don't have to think. Waiting for price to drop below the 20 because it's running above the 200. Waiting for price to drop below the 20. Come on, buddy. There we go. But drop below the 20 and then an immediate pop back up again. I would have liked to have seen it trade below for a while, but let's just follow the rules. Only 5 points, that's all we need. 5 points. Easy to get in a volatile instrument like the NASDAQ futures. Okay. That's a loss. It clipped us in and then went straight down to stop loss. Yeah, I figured that because there was not much trading, so there's not really much momentum either. So let's see what else we get today. Again, not really keen. It's a bit choppy. Again, that would have been a loss. So I'm not keen on that. We're starting to move away now, so that's a bit better. I'll wait for a nice break below, strong break below. There we go. So now we've traded below a bit. I'm looking for momentum back up again. There we go. That's more likely what I'm looking for. Just these wicks for me, is not enough. I want it to come and trade below the 820 and then break back above. That was something that Dennis Anthony White talks about in his videos. 5-point winner for a 20-point loser. Let's see. Not clipped in at this stage. Oh, look at that. Might just take that one. There we go. That's a winner. Next. Oops. Wrong one. Go to London. We're going to the New York. Okay. We're looking for longs. Oh, boom. News maybe? What do you reckon? 940? Oh, I don't know if I want to trade that. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to trade it. Don't trade the news, boys. What's going on? Oh, gap. I think we may have gapped. No? What is going on? Something weird's going on here. Oh. Just refresh. 5 minutes. Let's go to the next day. Something's gone weird there. Maybe no trading on that day. Let's see. Okay, we are on the verge of the 20 crossing the 200. Now, is that a long or short? That actually must be a short because it's actually below the 200. So let's see what we get. See if it actually breaks back above. Yeah, so let's wait and see. Now we're above, so let's look for a long. There we are. Once again. Loser. It's clipped us in and then gone to our stop loss. It didn't actually it didn't close, so maybe it just missed. Maybe there was some slippage or something and it just didn't quite hit the stop loss. Well, that's decent. Let's just give it another shot. And it's a loser. All right, I'll move on to the next day. I don't like how the 20 is just chopping over around the 200. There's been a lot of losers when the 20's just been chopping around. So let's see if we can actually find a direction. All right, so that's actually a long. Nice to see some direction forming, I reckon. A few more and we'll call it. Looking for a long, 5-point win, 20-point lose. Hasn't clipped us in yet. That clipped us in and we're a loser. That's a loser. Next day. Got to take the losers. That's an immediate trade on the first candle. So this is not the 930, it's the 940 candle. But there is a trade there, so let's just put it in and see how we go. We are into the New York. Hopefully we've over some of that volatility. Ooh, yes, that's a win. Let's take another one, see what else goes on today. We're looking for a break back above the 20 now. It's a nice big push down and see if we get a push up. Yes, there's a push up. Not too keen on that. Let's get rid of that. Oops, sorry guys. There we go. I'm not too keen on that because it's closing. There's not much of a wick. I do like to see a wick, but let's see. Okay, that clipped us in and just got to profit. Let's see what would have happened. It would have been a loss. So if I was going for a 1-to-1, that would have been obviously a loss. So, you know, that's why I like this strategy. You just take your 5 points and you get the hell out of there. Now, where are we at? How many have we done? We've done, let's see, We've now done 58, so we'll do a couple more, and the win rate's still ticking along nicely. Okay, once again, above 20 is above the 200, so we're looking for longs right now. We'll do 2 more. Put us on 60 trades. Okay. Broken above and holding above the 20. That's a win. That would have been a nice big trade, eh? Oh, that was a trade, but I missed it. So that would have been hard to know, really. That could have been a loser. May have been a loser, but I'm not going to trade it because it would have been a winner, but I'm not going to do it because I missed it. Next day. So we've got a break below, break above. 20 is above the 200. I'd say that's a valid entry. A little bit choppy around the 200 again, but let's just see what we get. That's a win. And that's us for now. So we've done 60 trades now. 60 trades. 85% win rate. Profit, however, we do need to actually delete, or I can't actually delete them, but we have to remove a couple of these profits because they were stupid. That was a mistake of mine. So this one and this one actually should be 126 and 144. So I need to delete, let me see. Let's calculate what it should be. What do we got? 12, 686 plus 14,433 minus. So I need to, should have been 126 and 143. So that's 270. So it should have been $270 total win. So then I need to go, all right, 270. I'll tell you what I should do, actually. I'll find out the difference. 270 minus 14,433 minus 12,686. So 26,849 was some lucky break because I used the wrong contract. So then I'll take that balance away from there. So it's about 2,600 balance. Yeah. So it's still a profitable, still nicely profitable. Just fucked up the actual entry. Still, it's up. That's good. All right, that's me. I'm going to move on to the next strategy. So I'm going to repeat this strategy again. We'll start it again at 0, I reckon. I think we've gotten what we need out of here. Kind of effed it up because I put in too many contracts and took a ridiculous dollar win. But it's not so much about the dollars. It's more about the win rate and the total, the win rate and the average R. Okay. See you later. End of stream.